Hello everyone and welcome to a different video today. Now I said I was going to do the covering mod over that synth production mod, but I already covered everything in that last video. You guys can go check it out if you want. Now if you already read the title, of course you did, but I'm going to say anyways, it's the Psyker Powers mod, and I had to do this. I had to just come up with this mod and do it today. Now this mod is 11.41 megabytes big, and it actually holds a lot for how big it is. So let's get in to this video. Now to start off this mod, you will need a drug, and to obtain this drug you will have to go to Vault 95 in the bottom left of the map. Now there will be enemies here. I already killed them so you guys don't have to watch me, but watch out, bring tons of health packs and armor. Now I'm going to time lapse this video so you guys know exactly where to go, but I don't want to bore you. Let's go. And here is the drug, guys. It is called the Forced Evolutionary Virus. All you do is pick this up. You can read that. You can read this one if it's just immersive. I kind of like it. It adds more immersion to the game. So thank you, mod creator, for doing that. But here's what it does. All you have to do is go over to your AIDS tab. Oh yeah, I just have all these weapons. Just ignore them. Where you go down to your AIDS tab, and it's all the way down in the Forced Evolutionary Virus, right there. So you just click it, and you will need stim packs. So be curious of that, because you will die. The only reason I'm not dying because I have hacked health. So be wary of that. Yes, it will turn you blue. So gotta watch out. Yeah, it will start draining your health like crazy. So make sure you bring stim packs to not die. But if you do survive it, you will get a meditate. And I will show you what the meditate does here in a second. You just say, all we do is survive this. There we go. So now I have obtained the meditate after I survived this crazy, shocking thing. But I will show you what the meditate does right now. Now here to help me test out all these meditate powers is the shooting range on the cheat menu. I will leave a link in the description for the cheat menu, but I will not be talking about that today. Anyways, what the meditate does is you click onto it and you click existence, and you will have to deal with the shocking things. I'm pretty sure it drains your health. I'm not exactly sure, but it will drain your AP. So be wary that you have tons of AP. If you don't have enough AP, it will take your health instead. What intangibility does is you become invulnerable for 10 seconds for 60 AP. And it applies to every one of these powers. You need AP. If you don't have enough AP, it will drain your health instead. Now what we'll do is let's check out the intangibility. You'll have to go in third person if you don't want to be bothered by the whole white smoke thing, but it will basically turn you invisible. But you won't be invisible completely because enemies will still be able to see you, which I don't understand myself, so don't ask. Next one is the strength. The strength one, what the strength one does is it basically gives you an energy shield. See, look, psychic shield there. And what the psychic shield does is it gives you energy resistance. I'm not sure for how long. I think around 10 seconds. It doesn't really say anywhere, but basically you become invulnerable against any energy damage for that much time. Tell me what the time is in the description if you guys find out. The next one is time. So let's do time. Again, you'll have to deal with the shocking things. It's not going to take that long. Maybe about like 10 seconds each. What psychic perception does is it increases your perception by 5 points and it slows time down for 20 seconds for the cost of 30 AP. So that's a wonderful trade if you're looking for running away like I would. Now the next one is about the tiny things. I'm not exactly sure what the tiny thing does. Wait. There we go. Retaliation. The retaliation. See, I actually just got this mod, so I'm jumping in as much as you guys are. But it retaliate for 50 of your melee damage you take for 60 AP cost. So if they hit you, they're going to be doing that much damage to them. So again, if you don't have enough AP, it will drain your health. That applies for all of them, so I'm just going to stop talking about that so I don't annoy you guys. The next one is about strength. And this one, it gives you weapons, and I already got the weapons, so let's test out the weapons. Now, it doesn't say which ones give you which. You can just use common sense for that. Electricity, of course, is going to give you electricity powers. What we have to do is we have to go over to weapons, and I already have this set up. So let's do absorb life. Actually, I'll be right back when I damage my health. Here, now we are. Now I have my health left. I just put a stem back on, but what this one does, this is absorb life. Now these will all be just like grenades. I know they're guns, but just ignore that. Just hold right RB down and fire it at your enemies to absorb their life. See, as my health goes up, I can just keep shooting them and taking their life away from them. So next one is the Cyrokinesis. Sorry, I cannot pronounce most of these. I'm stupid. Now, what this one does is it basically just, you can shoot them and it freezes them, just like a freeze thrower, right? Anyway, so the next one is the Cyroblast. I don't know if it's Cyro or Cryo, but correct me if I'm wrong. What this one does, it just fires basically one of those balls from the Cryolator gun. And I really like this. It's really enjoyable just to shoot them and throw them at the enemies. Now, I will show you what the damage is after all of these. Next one is the Electric Kinesis Blast. And what this one does is, as you guys can think, we're throwing electricity balls at them. So, be ready for that. Next one is the Kinetic Force. I'm not sure exactly what this does. I'm pretty sure it just damages it. Well, okay. Okay. What this one does, it basically just throws them, I guess. Well, damages them a lot. And throws them. The next one is the Scion Blast? I think that's pronounced it. These blast ones, I'm pretty sure these ones are just balls. And you just disintegrate his face. Now, this one, it just, as you can see, just damages them like crazy. Now, the next one is a Psychonic Choke. Now, this one, it doesn't do much damage. No matter what I do, it doesn't. I thought I'd be able to, like, pick them up or something, but it doesn't. Next one is the Psionic Push. And what this one does is, it's just like one of those thumpers that you saw in my previous mod videos, but it doesn't do much damage. This one, however, does the most damage out of every one of them I've seen. You're throwing a red one, and it just destroys them. Now, we have to get this one. The Pyrokinesis, which you're throwing fireballs now. You are a living flamethrower, so be ready for that. Now let's check out. Oh, actually, there's 3 more I want to show you guys. They're all the way at the bottom. They are the Siren Blast, the Pyrokinetic Blast. Sorry, this one is just a ball of fire, and it sounds like a Molotov, but basically it is a Molotov. You're just throwing it and you're burning them alive, sadly. Now the next one is the Spontaneous Combustion, which is basically, see those enemies down there? If I just throw it at the ground, it lights everything on fire. Everything is screwed. Now, this one is one of my favorite. It is the teleportation one. What you see over that corner, you can teleport easy, so you can be a human synth machine. Now, sometimes it takes a little bit of time to load where you teleport, so be aware on where you aim. Now, let's check out the stats for all these. We're going to go over here. We're going to go all the way to starting. Absorb Life, it does 15 damage, and it gives you more health. They're all the same range, so be wary of that. This one is the Cryokinesis, which you guys already saw, 118 damage. So that's the strongest one so far. Keep track of that. The Blast is 100 damage and 84 freezing damage. The Electric Kinesis Blast is 234. So we got a winner, guys. We got a winner right now at 234. The Kinetic Force is 20 damage and 84 electricity damage. The Psionic Blast, 57 electricity damage. Sonic Choke is just measly 5 damage, so that's kind of a waste. The Sonic Push is 25 regular damage and 15 electricity damage. The Pyrokinesis did 180 fire damage and 3 electricity damage. The Pyrokinesis Blast is 50 damage, 80 fire damage, and 3 electricity damage. The Spontaneous Combustion is 120 damage and 3 electricity damage. And the teleportation does no damage at all. Just a teleporting so you guys can escape faster. I guess it's kind of like the portal gun you saw, but a little bit, less powerful. And that's basically all what these mods do. That's what this mod does. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, feel free to dislike. It's okay. If you guys want to subscribe and see more of these random mods that I find in other games, you guys can subscribe. Now I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.